G'day everyone, my name's Andrew and welcome back to another ranking video on my channel. Today, I'm going to be doing what I promised after last video, and that is to rank every special from Doctor Who 2005 to the present day, from worst through to best. So, just like in the last video, during my rewatch of the entirety of New Who, in between The Power of the Doctor and The Star Beast, I rated every episode that I watched out of 10. And because the specials aren't included in the series ranking that I did in last video, I thought it'd be a good idea to go through all of them and rate them all from worst to the best. So there's 26 of them to go through. So I don't really want to ramble on and take too long during this. So basically, I hope you enjoy the video. Always great to hear your thoughts and what you think. What are some of your favorite specials? Let's discuss in the comments below. So, before I begin, I just want to say I'm not including Spyfall, which was the New Year's episode in 2020. And I'm not including it because it wasn't a special. It was episode 1 of the series, because that's when the series aired. So if you're expecting Spyfall to be in there, because it is a New Year's episode, it's not in there. So, but I do like the episode. I think it's one of the best from Series 12. So, so that's now cleared out of the way. So let me begin at number 26. So I have got, in the worst spot, an episode that I reckon everyone probably expects down here, and that is Legend of the Sea Devils. This episode sucks. It downright sucks, and it's a special. People had to wait months to see this episode. In between the New Year's and this one, so it was probably about 3 or 4 months. This episode doesn't make any sense to me, really. I don't know if there's a real backstory about it as to why the episode is really edited so badly. The episode is a mess. The story isn't bad, but it feels like there are massive chunks of the episode missing. It's an episode that I definitely wasn't enjoying the rewatch of, but I thought I better rewatch it anyway. So I got through it, and moving on. Jumping up now to number 25. I have got our first Christmas special. This was the 2011 Christmas special, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. I don't know if you would expect it to be this low, but for me, this is one of the most boring episodes of Doctor Who ever. Alright, moving on now to number 24, I have got the New Year's special from 2019, and that is Resolution. Out of the 3 Dalek New Year's specials with Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall, to me this is the weakest one. It's cool to have the Daleks back after having no recurring villains in Series 11, so it was refreshing to have that, and was a bit, more high stakes after a pretty low stakes Series 11. But the episode overall, it's okay, but the conclusion's pretty average. Somehow they destroy a Dalek with a microwave, so yeah, alright. Okay, moving up now to number 23, I have got Eve of the Daleks. This one might be a little bit unexpected compared to another New Year's special with Jodie and Chris Chibnall. This is the New Year's for 2021, I'm pretty sure. And it's okay. It's fine. It's an okay episode. It's not bad, but it's not really great either. The whole time loop is cool, but having everything to get to midnight, solve everything to get to midnight, kill the Daleks. So it's a bit of a cliche, and I don't know. Okay, moving up now to number 22, I have got Revolution of the Daleks. Out of the 3 Chibnall Whittaker New Year's specials, this probably has the worst story out of all of them. It's not a great story, but it's a fun episode. And that's why I've ranked it above the other 2. It's one of the very few episodes that I just really enjoy watching, or really enjoyed watching, I should say, during my rewatch. Like I said, the story's not great, but it's fun. So, yeah. Okay, coming in now at number 21, I have got The Next Doctor. Russell T Davies, you big tease, making everyone think that Jackson Lake was the next Doctor, but it was pretty obvious right from the start that he wasn't. But yeah, this episode's okay. Cybermen, cool. Fake Doctor, cool, I guess. Yeah. Okay, we enter into the top 20 now, beginning with the 2016 Christmas special, and that is the return of Dr. Mysterio. It's a very forgettable episode. I actually genuinely, when I was doing my rewatch, I couldn't actually remember even watching Dr. Mysterio the first time. So it genuinely could have been a first time watch. I can't really remember. But yeah, it's okay. It's not bad, but yeah, it's kind of just there, and it's not really Christmassy either. So it's hard to kind of take it as a Christmas special. Okay, up to number 19, I have got Planet of the Dead, which was the Easter special in 2009, and I like this episode. This and above is kind of where, yeah, I really like these ones. And yeah, Planet of the Dead, it's good. It's not a great story, and for a special, it's not really like a big kind of special kind of episode. But yeah, it's all right. It's an enjoyable one. I really like Lady Christina. I kind of wish she was a bit of a companion, but the Doctor kind of said, "Nah, you're not coming with me." And yeah, a lot of the episode's good. It's a fun one as well. A nice feel-good ending as well. It's always good to have. So, yeah, moving up. Okay, at number 18, I have got the BBC Centenary Special, aka Jodie Whittaker's Last, and that is The Power of the Doctor. This episode would be a heck of a lot higher if there was less going on in the episode, because there is so much, from the Master to the Cybermen to the Daleks to volcanoes exploding to this cyber conversion planet to the Doctor being forced to regenerate to Ace and Tegan to Unit to Rasputin and a heck of a lot of other stuff in there as well. It would be better if there was less stuff. But if there is that same amount of stuff, it would be nice if it was a bit longer, because everything is so squeezed and jam-packed into it. Chibnall can't help himself. He didn't learn his lesson from Flux, but it's a good episode. It's fun, and definitely one of the more like rewatchable and enjoyable Chibnall Whittaker episodes. So, yeah, moving up now to number 17, and at number 17, I have got Voyage of the Damned. That is the 2007 Christmas special. Yeah, this episode's good. I think it was the highest budget I think the Doctor Who had for an episode since the reboot. And yeah, it's good. It's a good episode. Tennant's great. We have that awesome "I'm the Doctor" speech. It's not one of the best stories out of all of them, but it's fun. The characters are really likable, except for that one that one bloke that we all hate. I like Voyage of the Damned. It's a good episode. Okay, up to number 16, we have a much more recent episode. This was the first of the 360th anniversary specials, and that is The Star Beast. This episode cops a lot of hate from people, and I'm not interested in your hate for this episode because it's good. Okay, there's an albeit pretty janky line about pronouns and Rose is trans. Holy crap! It's the world's gonna end. And look, it's a good episode. The best episode that we'd had in Doctor Who since Twice Upon a Time. So you can shut up. It's a good episode. Tennant and Tate are back together. It's just a whole load of fun. And yeah, I really loved it when I first watched it. Yeah, so moving up. Okay, at 15, we have got David Tennant's first Christmas special. We've gone from his first episode as the 14th Doctor now to his first episode as 10th Doctor. And that is the 2005 Christmas special, The Christmas Invasion. This episode's just good. This is just a great episode of Doctor Who. I could imagine just sitting down and watching this on Christmas Day, the first Christmas special, and just having a blast of a time. Though Tennant's half asleep in the whole thing, he makes an impact right as soon as he gets into the ride, wakes up in the bed and destroys the Christmas tree. And it's great. Characters in this one are awesome as well. I love everything about this episode. But it's not like the big Christmas specials and other specials that we've had later on down the line. So, yeah, Christmas Invasion, very good in my book. Okay, at 14, I have got an episode that might make me cop a little bit of flack, and that is the Husbands of River song. Some people really like this, really like this episode. And for me, I think it's all right. When it gets to like the later part of the episode, when River finally finds out that Capaldi is that the 12th Doctor is the Doctor, everything from that, and we have that final scene with them on Beryllium. That is a beautiful scene, and I love that scene so much. The rest of the episode, it's just all right for me. But that last scene really makes it a good episode, and a lot of people rank it a bit higher. But for me, I'm pretty happy with it, sitting down at number 14. So we've hit the halfway mark now, and at number 13, I have got Twice Upon a Time. This was Peter Capaldi's swan song, the 2017 Christmas special. And David Bradley as the first Doctor making an appearance is really good. But the number one thing about this episode is, because it's not like a great episode. Like, there's no real villain in the episode. It's kind of just Capaldi's one last trip with the first Doctor, making him, realize that he has, that he should regenerate. And yeah, it's an okay episode. What makes the episode, though, for me is, first of all, the soundtrack. Murray Gold. This is Murray Gold's swan song as well. And oh my goodness, can you please release the soundtrack of Series 10 and Twice Upon a Time, Murray Gold? Please, that would be awesome. Yeah, but yeah, I really like the end of the episode and Capaldi's regeneration. So yeah, Twice Upon a Time, pretty good. At number 12, I have got the 2006 Christmas special, and that is The Runaway Bride. This, again, kind of like the Christmas Invasion, this is a fun episode that, I could just imagine. 2006, just stuffed full of, Chrissy food, and you chuck on the telly, and then, you watch a really good episode after being heartbroken in Doomsday. We get to have a really cool episode with Donna Noble and the 10th Doctor, and there's so much to like about this episode. I don't really know what much to say, but it's just an enjoyable, good episode of Doctor Who that is really great on rewatch too. So yeah, and it was the start of the best pairing, at least in my opinion, the best pairing of Doctor and Companion. So Runaway Bride in at number 12. Number 11 now is the 2012 Christmas special, smack bang right in the middle of Series 7, and that is The Snowmen. It feels weird, this being a special, because it's just in the middle of the series, and it kind of needs to be watched in order to see the rest of the series, and, it's a funny one, The Snowmen, but it is a special, and I really like this episode. I've liked this episode forever. And a bit of a fun fact, this was actually the first ever Doctor Who episode that I watched on release date, was The Snowman. I remember sitting down and watching this episode, and ever since then, that was 2012, so it's been a long time been watching Doctor Who weekly. So it has a bit of a special place in my heart, but it's a great episode. I love Victoria and Clara, I love the Doctor, I love Vastra, Jenny and Strax. Great episode. Okay, at number 10 now, I have got a pretty underrated Christmas special, in my opinion, and that is Last Christmas. On my rewatch, when I watched this episode, I was like, damn, this episode's good. This episode's great. I really like it. Originally, it was meant to be Clara's swan song, her last episode as companion. This was the 2014 Christmas special. And, it's a great episode. And yeah, it's the beginning of, it kind of says, bye-bye to Clara, and Danny Pink, that whole kind of storyline. That was a bit, do you like it, do you not? I like the characters in this episode, all the side characters, and just everything. I know it's a bit like that movie, I can't remember the name of it. Is it, oh no, I don't want to say what it is, because I'm probably going to say the wrong thing. I've forgotten it, but a lot of people say it's quite like that episode, like you're in a dream and then, you wake up and you're still in a dream and, yeah. But no, it's a great episode and I love it. All right, at number 9, we have the most recent Doctor Who episode, the 2023 Christmas special, and that is The Church on Ruby Road. I love this episode. I really do. When I first watched this, I was like, whew, this feels great. This feels great. This is a nice, refreshing, awesome start to Doctor Who. Ncuti Gatwa, awesome right from the get-go. Millie Gibson as Ruby, awesome right from the get-go. And it just feels fresh and new and just great. And Millie's family and everything was just so likable, and everything about the episode was just really enjoyable, and the story was great. The Goblin song was awesome. I love the Goblin song. And yeah, great episode. I love it. The Church on Ruby Road in at number 9. Popping up to number 8 now, I have got Matt Smith's Swan Song. I've been saying Swan Song a little bit in this episode. Probably need to use a different word, a synonym, as they're called. But it is also the 2013 Christmas special, and that is Time of the Doctor. The one kind of complaint I have with this episode is that it's just very rushed, and there's a lot that happens, a lot of loose threads that are tied up, and it just feels like they needed a bit more time to kind of wrap up than just kind of doing it all in an hour, which is what the episode does. But it's still good, and the whole back end of the episode when the Doctor's old and destroying everything with his regeneration energy when he gets it from the Time Lords through the crack, and that regeneration scene, that's probably the best out of all of them, with Clara in the TARDIS. I love that one so much. And yeah, no, the episode's great, but yeah, a bit rushed. That's why it's not higher. Up at number 7 now, I have got the 2010 Christmas special, and that is A Christmas Carol. This is definitely the most Christmassy Christmas episode out of all of them, and it is really good. I just love, again, I love the characters. I feel like the Christmas specials and a lot of the specials overall really focus on, I guess, just good characters, good side characters in the episode, and this is absolutely great. I love Catherine Jenkins. I love what's his name? Oh my God, Dumbledore. Michael Gambon, of course. Rest in peace, Michael Gambon. He is brilliant as Kazran, and young Kazran as well. And overall, I just love this episode. It is great. Yeah, it is really enjoyable, and I love it to bits. So, Christmas Carol comes in at number 7. Up now at 6, I have got the third to most recent Doctor Who episode, and that is Wild Blue Yonder. I can absolutely understand if you don't really like this episode, based on there being, I guess, nothing known about it before it was released. And we had trailers for the Starbase and the Giggle, so we kind of knew what to expect for those two. With Wild Blue Yonder, we had nothing. Russell didn't want anything kind of leaked or, teased about the episode. And personally, I really loved it on first watch. But some people thought it was a bit underwhelming because they had really high expectations. And Russell T Davies even said, publicly, that, yeah, he probably might have, thought twice about not showing anything again, because, yeah, he could understand why people have been underwhelmed. But no, I love the episode. I think it's great. The Not things are creepy. Creepy. The whole episode is brilliant. It is right up the top of my rewatch list. I haven't rewatched it yet because I'm kind of waiting to rewatch all the specials before Series 14/Season 1 next year. But yeah, I'm hanging out to watch it again. We enter into the top 5 now, and at number 5, I have got The Giggle, the second to most recent Doctor Who episode. And this is great. Firstly, I just want to say, the Toymaker, Neil Patrick Harris. Oh my God. I now have a new favourite villain, I think. And I want him to come back big time. He was awesome. He made the episode. And just everything about it for me was great. The Bi-Generation, when I first watched, I was a bit kind of like, ugh. I'm still a bit torn about it. It is a big thing. I think it's good. But yeah, I don't know. But overall, the episode's brilliant. Great to see Unit. Great to see Kate Lethbridge-Stewart. Great to see Mel Bush back. Sadly, Wilf didn't have anything to film the episode. The episode, I'm telling you right now, if Wilf was in the episode, other than just a body double because he passed away, this episode would be 10 out of 10 and probably up the top of the list, because that is how good Wilfred Mott is. At number 4, I have got the 2009 Christmas special, and that is The End of Time Part 1. This episode's brilliant. I love it so much. The Master going a bit psycho crazy with the lightning hands and all that is a bit kind of, on first watch, is probably like, oh, okay, I don't really know what the heck's going on here. But overall, it's just really, really good. And the real kind of cliffhanger with the Time Lords at the end, and so much going on. It's a great episode. Really love it. And yeah, I could imagine being ridiculously excited for this coming out in 2009, knowing that it was probably at that point in time, everyone's favorite Doctor saying farewell. So yeah, at number 3, I have got The Waters of Mars. This episode is awesome. Nothing more to say. Yeah, moving on. Okay, at number 2, I have got The End of Time Part 2. This would be the best. I know I said if Wilfred Mott's in it, it would be at number 1. Okay, it's not at number 1. It's at number 2, but that's because of another special that's, I think, is fair enough to be at number 1. I love this episode a lot. The whole farewell thing with Tennant is just so sad, man. It's so sad, but also just really, really damn good and just awesome television. But yeah, like everything, like with Wilf in this episode is just awesome. Him and the Doctor just, in that spaceship, and when he's knocking on the glass and everything, it just brings you to tears, man. Bernard Cribbins, we love you, man. And at number 1, of
course, you may have all expected this one, but it is, of course, Day of the Doctor, the 50th anniversary special. Because of this episode, everyone had higher expectations for the 60th anniversary, and they didn't get up there. But it's a very rare 10 out of 10 episode in my rewatch ratings, I should say, of every episode. There's 3 episodes I gave 10 out of 10: Blink, Heaven Sent, and Day of the Doctor. And yeah, this episode's awesome. Having, every interaction between the 10th and 11th Doctor is awesome. John Hurt as the War Doctor was just was sent down from heaven. It would have been awesome if Eccleston did it, but John Hurt was just amazing. And yeah, it's just awesome. And then having the curator, Tom Baker, come at the end. Everything is just perfect about this episode. I love it. And it very, very deservedly comes in at number 1. All right, so that's it. Hopefully that hasn't gone for too long. I see my recording's been going for about 28 minutes, but I reckon I'll be chopping a bit of stuff out, so hopefully it's not too long. But yeah, thanks for watching. Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What are your favourite specials? What are your favourite Christmas specials? What are your least favourite specials? Let me know. And yeah, I guess I'll see you on the next one. I've got no idea what the next one will be or when it will be. But for now, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh, I need a better video setup. I can't be on my knees for half an hour.